In this video, you're going to learn about 7 dangerous tires that you should never buy. As everyday drivers, tire safety is a top priority, and with over 11,000 tire-related crashes happening each year, it is crucial that you know which tires to avoid at all costs. Luckily for you, you clicked on this video. I'm Jeff from Modern Muscle, and these are 7 dangerous tires that you should never buy. Cooper tires. Cooper Tire recently recalled 430,000 tires from its Cooper, Hercules, Mastercraft, and Mickey Thompson tire brands because of concerns that the tires might develop sidewall bulges or separation from the sidewall that could lead to tire failure. The company warns that some tires may exhibit a bulge on the sidewall. The company advises that, quote, driving at high speeds may cause this condition to occur and should be avoided until the tires have been inspected. A sidewall bubble is a bulge protruding from the sidewall of the tire and is caused by air leaking from the inside of the tire into the carcass or body of the tire. The vast majority of sidewall bulges are caused by impact damage. When a tire hits a sharp object in the road, the force of the weight and the speed of the vehicle is focused on that small area of contact. This compresses the tire enough that the inside of the sidewall is pinched and damaged, causing a small hole on the inside of the tire liner. The impact can also damage the sidewall cords, the metal part of the tire that reinforces it, and as a result, significantly weaken the tire. Some common types of impact are potholes, railroad crossings, speed bumps, curbs, heavily damaged roads, road construction areas, and debris in the road. Unfortunately, in this case, a defect coming straight from the manufacturer caused the bubble. These problems were identified not only from a higher than usual return rate for these tires, but an extremely high probability of tire failure occurring at high speeds. AIRLESS tires. It sounds like some kind of oxymoron, right? Airless tires? The benefits are obvious. Airless tires will theoretically never go flat. Unfortunately, airless tires may not be the best idea. For starters, airless tires are significantly heavier than normal ones. It sounds crazy, but it's true. The tires with something in them weigh less than the empty ones. Well, that's not entirely true, as airless tires are usually filled with compressed plastic. Combined with the durable rubber used in airless tires, you're looking at one heavy object. As a result, these heavier airless tires have a devastating effect on your car's fuel economy and greatly decrease your car's maneuverability, resulting in a fatal accident.
Oh my goodness, man, shut the car off.
Airless tires are not only heavier, but they also provide less suspension. Besides keeping your tires inflated, air plays additional roles in your vehicle's performance. The air inside your tires can often absorb impact or a pothole or a bump in the road because of its high suspension capabilities and durability. On airless tires, the suspension would be lower, resulting in a rougher ride. Sure, your tires won't need to be checked, but your car certainly will. This could cause more harm to your vehicle than good. Lastly, airless tires have a nasty habit of trapping heat. I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with this. When something is rubbing against pavement while going at a high speed, it's gonna get warm, but not necessarily burning hot. That's because the air in your tire allows heat to dissipate, allowing you and your tire to be safe. Without air in your tires, there is no easy way for the heat to dissipate. This means airless tires could get considerably hotter than your standard tire, which could result in blowouts and fatal accidents.
Whoa! Whoa, no, 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 no.
Cheap imported Chinese brand tires. In recent years, many Chinese tire manufacturers have come under attack for making substandard, unsafe tires available for sale in the US. These tires lack even the most basic of safety features, such as gum strips, belt stiffeners, and bead wedges, all basic features considered to be industry standard. Gum strips provide a layer of rubber between the main body of the tire and the rim of the wheel for resistance against chafing. The airtight seal between the tire and rim must be maintained under all operating conditions, and if it fails, there's a 99.9% chance of a fatal accident. Belt stiffeners are an important component to your tire as well. They restrict the expansion of your tire's body, stabilize the tread area, and provide impact resistance. Belt stiffeners also affect your vehicle's ride and handling characteristics. And when they fail like they do in cheap Chinese-made tires, bad things can happen. Lastly, bead wedges help your tire handle external forces from cornering, and when they fail, larger vehicles are more likely to tip over.
Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Oh my gosh.
And if these facts don't concern you about cheap Chinese brand tires, then maybe this will. The Michelin tires tested in the study lasted about 3 times as long as their cheap Chinese competition. This means that you would have to buy 2 additional sets of the knockoff tires in order to match the longevity of a top-rated Michelin. Another common problem found in cheap Chinese tires is that they tend to produce excessive amounts of road noise and can wear unevenly and ride a bit rough. While there have been many variations of Chinese import tires that have come under attack, the ones that have been subject to forced government recalls include the following 3 brands: Westlake Tires, AKS Tires, and Compass Tires. Firestone Wilderness Tires. Firestone Wilderness tires are perhaps one of the most deadly tires ever put into production. Produced primarily for the Ford Explorer in 1990, the first profile incident occurred on October 16th of 1998 when a 14-year-old high school cheerleader, Jessica Taylor, while on the way to a homecoming football game, died in a car accident. The tread on the left rear Wilderness tire peeled off, causing the SUV she was riding in to veer to the left, flip over 6 times, and crashed into the freeway divider at 70 miles per hour. She died as incoming traffic crashed into her flipped SUV. This and countless other accidents led Firestone and Ford Motor Company to recall and replace 23 million Ford Wilderness tires. Because of the tire's poor design, several executives at Ford and Firestone were reassigned or fired. The tires proved to be so deadly that Congress got involved and passed the Tread Act. All in all, these tires brought an end to a nearly 100-year corporate relationship between Ford and Firestone. Goodyear G159 tires. Last and not least are the Goodyear G159 tires. The G159 tire was originally designed for delivery vehicles that should travel no more than 65 miles per hour. The first high-profile case of tire failure occurred on October of 2003, when Billy Wayne Woods, his wife, son, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren were packed into a luxury $181,000 motorhome for a fun getaway to Florida. Somewhere along the I-75 in Georgia, the treads came off the left front Goodyear tire. Woods tried to keep the vehicle under control, but it crossed over the median and slammed into an embankment. The nearly 40-foot-long vehicle then hit a direction sign, slid across the entryway for a rest area, and struck into a second embankment, before finally coming to a stop. Both Woods, his wife, and his daughter-in-law suffered broken backs, his son a broken hip, and Woods was left paralyzed. Several months later, he died as a result of complications from his injuries. When equipped on normal passenger vehicles, the Goodyear G159 tires were prone to heat-induced failure, and as early as 1990, numerous owners across the US reported accidents due to tread separation and blowouts. The tires were designed to handle a temperature of 194 degrees Fahrenheit when traveling at highway speeds between 65 and 75 miles per hour. In excess of 200 degrees Fahrenheit, the tire ran a risk of tread separations. Goodyear's own test data showed that the tires ran temperatures as high as 229 degrees. The G159's failure rate is anywhere between 10 and 25 times worse than the defective Firestone Wilderness tires. Goodyear employees themselves said in depositions that they couldn't identify any tire made by the company that comes close to the failure rate of this one. Well guys, those are 7 tires that you should definitely never buy. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like what you see at the channel, subscribe and put post notifications on. You could also follow the channel on Instagram at Modern Muscle YT. I'm Jeff from Modern Muscle, and I'll see ya next time.